Okay, today we have a Larry Woods Wrecker, and this one is in pretty good shape. Some of the paint is missing, the wheels are pretty worn, and I don't really have any replacement wheels right now. They're hard to find, but we're going to see if we can find something to put back on here. These wheels are pretty, I wouldn't say horrible. The red line is there, but the chrome is missing. I could polish them up, maybe put a little chrome pin in there. What I'm excited about is on the back here. This piece here has the plastic in the hook still. A lot of these that you find, they don't have the plastic support or the hook. All they have is the arm and the base. The windshield is there, although kind of rough. The base is in good condition. We'll probably touch it up. I know a lot of people don't realize this, but the base off of this truck and the base off the rescue and fire vehicles are the same. And something a lot of people overlook is the base is also the same on the super vans. So if you want to swap this plastic base for a metal base and you happen to have one of those models that has the same base that's metal, you can do that. If I have one, that might be what we'll do. I'll show you right here real quick. This is a modern super van, but if you look at the base, and we'll compare them, they are pretty much identical. Even down to the license plate in the back. You really don't see a license plate, but that's it right there. And then the fronts are almost identical as well. The blue base will fit on the Larry Woods Wrecker and vice versa, but we're not going to do that because this is another project for another time. We'll see if I have a classic somewhere with a metal base, or if I come across a rescue truck that has a metal base, we might put it on there because I like metal. This is plastic. But if not, we will go back over this with Molotow ink and make it look brand new. And in case you didn't know, you can buy the ink in refills like this and use it in your airbrush to paint with, basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing to touch up chrome bases and chrome parts that are made of plastic, not metal. Metal I will polish. Anyway, let's get started on making this Larry Woods Wrecker look like brand new. And in case you didn't know, there's a phone number on here. Back in the day when they first came out with the Larry Woods Towing Wrecker, it had his real phone number on it. And when people figured that out, they were calling him left and right, so they had to change it. So just a little bit of trivia there for you. Let's get started. Okay, I got the base drilled and tapped to the wrecker. I wanted to show you what I was saying about the bases. This is an older super van that I repainted a couple of years ago. It was one of my first restorations, and this is the base out of it. And if you notice, the windshield and interior of the van sits on this post right here. On the super vans, that post is a little bit higher and you have to sand it down for it to work with this, because this one has the interior right here. But when you put them together, you see it fits perfect, just like the original base. Can find it, I will show you. Yeah. Okay, this is the original base off the truck, and you'll see what I'm saying about the two. The plastic one has these two little divots here. I guess they hold in the interior. They're pretty much the same, as you see. Although it's kind of odd. Well, I guess the Wrecker has two mediums. This one I think has a large on the back. So the van has a large wheel on the back. So, oh, sorry, bumped you there. As you see, and the plastic base. I could put that on there if I wanted. See, bigger wheels in the front. Did not realize that. That's alright. But we do know that if I want to put a metal base on here, it will fit, it will work. I'm in the process of looking for more wheels. I did put these on there from another car. As you can see, the super glue inside there. So I'll clean that out, take the base apart and polish it, and put it on the truck. But I'm going to buy a set of wheels off of eBay, pay 15 bucks. I hate to, but I want it to look nice. You know what I'm saying? I could put black walls on there. I have black walls off of another car, but I have these for a different car. I'm putting these on the Pacer. Are these the same size? Yes, these are the same size. These are black walls. So these come from two different cars. If I wanted to go black wall on the truck, that would work. I could use those. And these trucks did come in a black wall. Ironic thing is, I have a lot more black wall cars that have the metal base than I do red lines. So that's something to keep your eye out for. But this is the interior to the super van, and it fits right in that little hole there, like that. And then when you put the body on, that's all there is to a super van. I like super vans. There is a little groove up at the top. You need to make sure the windshield fits in, or it'll cave in like that. So you have to push it forward when you put it together, so that it'll sit in that little groove and it'll hold the windshield up like this. I don't know if you can see that inside of there, but yeah. So it is a medium and large, and we need large and large. Now that I know that, I know what to buy. All right, on to the next. Okay, we got the truck stripped and the base cleaned. We polished it up. Got it looking pretty good. We wire wheeled the truck. Got it ready for paint. We're going to slap some primer on to try and fill in some of these indentions and scratches in the metal. And then we're going to paint it pretty white, bright white. Okay, we're ready to put the decals on the Larry Woods Wrecker. Got some mortar here. Already got the decals cut out. We're not going to cut the wheel wells out because we want the decals to, there we go, cut out. That's the other side, and these are for this side. I want the decals to stay strong, so I'm not going to cut the wheel well out. I usually dip, then I let them sit to soak up the water. After they sit for about 30 seconds or so, just push it in your finger like that. You see it slide to the side. This is for the back, so we'll just put a little water on the back there. Stick it right where it goes. Spread it out. We get a Q-tip or a toothpick, whatever you got, and adjust it to where it needs to be. I wouldn't want to move. Sometimes they just go and go and go. Other times they don't want to move. go. I'm gonna let that sit there and dry. Got the front part here. Gonna wet the front of the truck. I'm gonna take the front. I'm gonna slide it to the other side. Dig it on there like that. Manipulate it in place. Some of these things can be so legit. They look nice. These are from Second Chance Redlines on eBay. You can also order off their website. I think it's actually a little cheaper if you order it off their website. Second Chance Redlines. SC Redlines. Looks like it needs to go up a little bit right there, doesn't it? Don't want to mess with it too much because you'll mess it up, but we're going to go with that. We're going to let that dry, and after it's all done, we're going to cut out the wheel wells, and we're going to throw some clear over it so to protect it. I'll do the other side, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have the Larry Woods wrecker, or Larry's towing wrecker, all done. The decals are on, and I clear coated over them, and it's nice and shiny. Looks real nice. We have to put it together now. We have the rear of the truck, the towing packages, if you would, the windshield. We have the base, and remember, I swapped it out for a metal base. Took the base off of a black wall. That's the base off the wrecker right there. It's the exact same base, it's just made out of metal. The only thing I did different was I added axles to it, and these were the Redline wheels that were on the wrecker. So I wanted to have some nicer wheels, so I bought these deep dish wheels. Also bought axles from off of eBay, but it wasn't Second Chance Redlines or anybody like that. It's another guy. But anyway, the axles were a little too long, so I had to cut them off and squeeze the ends. They're bearing style, where you can snap new wheels on if you want or whatever. And I just love these deep dish wheels. Probably not what came on the truck at all. Most of them that you see are black wall trucks, but I think this will give it some weight and make it feel more, you know, like you've got something in your hand. Now we need to slide this wrecking package on the back of it here. This part goes up and it slides under the fender wells. Slide under the fender wells, and it's harder than it looks sometimes. There it goes. And it should snap underneath that back there. This part here has to go under the back of the wrecker like that, because that's the way it was when I got it. Like that. That's the way it was when I got it. And you slide it forward and it should snap into place right back here. Okay. Then the windshield and the interior are one piece. I did dip this, but there's a huge scratch across there that I couldn't sand out, and I didn't want to mess it up too much. But you see inside there's a lip where that windshield's going to sit. You need to make sure your windshield sits in that lip, or it'll fall back into the truck. There's also 2 pins right here that go through the interior. I don't know if you can see that, how it goes into that little groove. And then you just slip the base on. Look at that. Ain't that nice? Now we need to get 2 screws. Just love the way this truck looks. You'll have to excuse the noise in the background. I'm in my garage and people drive by on the road and you can hear them. That back screw might be a little long. Front screw's just right. Back screw's just a hair long. Just a hair long. Just cut it off a tiny little bit. About a 1/16 of an inch there. Because that's all we needed to cut off. Never cut off more than you need to. It's like eating cake. Only get what you're going to eat. There. Nice and tight. That scratch in the windshield kind of sets it off, but I couldn't sand it out. It's pretty bad. Pretty deep. But them deep dish wheels just set that truck off. What do you think? I think it looks great. There you have the Larry's Towing Wrecker by Hot Wheels. Fresh paint job, fresh decals, brand new axles and tires. Looking really sharp, ready for the display case. I really enjoyed this build and I hope you did too. If you did, how about leave me a like? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications of upcoming videos. YouTube statistics tell me that only like 3 or 4% of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. So why not just go ahead and subscribe and watch more great content every day. I hope everyone has a wonderful day.